Last time on Fantasy Adventure Machine.
Tell me about your friend Amber.
I think that Amber might be a little bit of a bully.
She's really not necessary for the whole fixing the law thing, so we don't really need her.
We could just take her time suit and then she's stuck here.
I think we may find that we have certain things in common.
Thank you, sir, who still hasn't told us his name.
Mr. White is my name. Maybe we need to, stop the bill that's going to Congress, dude? So why don't I come to your ship?
I, actually really do want you to come to the ship.
Excellent. Let us get to work. Dr. Van Helsing and Mr. Zuman, we've just laid out a number of metallic tools on the table.
Is it important that they're metallic?
The very ordinary man starts taking them up one by one and adjusting dials. On one specifically, you see he puts in the year 1875, and two lights blink green. He puts that in a pocket and then hands to each of you what
A sonic
looks
screwdriver.
close. It's something that looks a lot like the device a doctor uses to look in someone's eye.
Oh.
So a little light?
Yeah, it's like a little glass magnifier thing in it.
Glass magnifier, steel rod, and a light. Now, gentlemen, you may use these upon the people who are here or outside gazing upon the sign. Just flash it in their eyes, and it will take effect nearly immediately. I will set the charges.
Sorry, 1 second. Crikey, how you doing?
Great job, team.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah,
mate.
if you don't say crikey beforehand, I don't know if it's zoom in or not.
Exactly. Yeah, so what do you mean by charges? What does this doohickey do exactly?
This is a memory engram modification device. The purpose, as you might assume, is to alter memories and erase this place from anyone's conscious thoughts. The unconscious, unfortunately, we can do nothing about.
Ah, it's like a Men in Black flashy thingy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Remind me, I'll get you the DVD. I walk up to the first person I see and just flash them in the face.
2019, Keith. It would be Blu-ray, thank you.
Yeah, but it's Australia. Australia's 10 years behind.
Oh.
You flash them in the face. The man blinks several times, and then, with eyes glazing over with sleep, he wanders out of Haven and disappears into the night.
I call after him and I say, "Yeah, it's a gas giant off a balloon caused an explosion in Jupiter." Yeah.
Dr. Zuman, it is not strictly speaking necessary for you to say anything. I've already programmed in the correct understanding and scenario for anyone who might question things.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That makes sense. Yeah. So what happens if I flash myself, mate?
I would advise against it. Any memory of this place, the Haven, would be erased from your mind. You would find yourself awake in the place you consider most likely to be your residence, with the memory of escaping a rather large fire.
Well, I mean,
Do
I have
it.
gotten up to
Do
some
it.
pretty inappropriate stuff here. I guess the memories... Nah, the memories are good. I'm good. Zeus seriously considered it and had the light to his face and then turned it away.
I would ask, if you choose to massacre your own memories, that you wait until after you have finished dealing with this crowd.
Yeah. And Zoo goes off to flash people. This is just an awkward... Is there another way we can phrase this?
Well,
I feel
didn't
like
tell
I've
you
already
how to
done
say
this
it.
part.
but,
I've already done flashing people in this bar.
Zuman, before you go, from one old doctor to one young doctor, these are the memories that you will treasure later in life.
Yeah, you're right.
Do not
you're right,
flash
Doc.
yourself.
Okay. And Zoo walks off and flashes literally everyone he can find.
Van Helsing also starts flashing people.
Oh god! Oh god! No!
Is this turning into like an Yzma moment?
Where she grabs her knife.
Yeah.
Yes. You find everyone's actually pretty interested in seeing exactly what this is. It's another marvel of technology that these people haven't witnessed.
So before you flash them, they're like, hey, can I see it?
And I'm like, everyone look into this light right here. And I put on some sunglasses because no reason. And then I flash like half the bar at once.
Yeah, it's
They all wander
consensual
out.
flashing. Like, there's no...
They're totally into it. Yeah.
Isn't that just like stripping?
Yeah. At some point, Van Helsing and I cross light beams, and it's fine.
What?
Why am I part of this podcast?
Because you love to spend quality time with your family and Dan.
Thanks.
Nice.
Without exception, everyone that you flash blinks sleepily and walks out of the bar without another word. By the time you get to a few people who are secluded...
Zuman, I don't know about you, but this is starting to give me confidence issues.
It's all right, Doc. You should have seen me earlier.
Oh, I did see you earlier. Believe me, everyone saw you earlier.
Most of the people have cleared out of the bar now, but there are people who have been in out-of-the-way corners in booths who've seen everyone leaving. And when you get to them, are you going to go together, or would one of you like to take this?
Oh, we'll go together.
We like smile at each other and we're like, shall we do it together? And we both put on sunglasses.
Wait. What are you going to do to us?
You know what? Everything will be explained if you just look at this little light.
Why did everybody
here.
leave? No, I don't want to look in your light. Why did everybody leave? What's going on?
There's some gases that hit the line of Jupiter and a weather balloon, and it's really important that you look at this light.
Roll deceive.
Okay.
I want to help him if that's possible.
Sure.
Oh, I don't have deceive at all. I got a -2.
Okay.
I am not good at deceiving. So with Nathan's help, that's a -1.
You can see panic on the men's faces that are sitting in the booth. Now hold on right there. What exactly are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, you see, there's a light on this tree that won't light on this side. I'll put it up in my sack and go up and bring it back fixed or something.
You started out so good, so strong.
There has been a gas leak, and we are using these devices to check to see if you are been affected by the gas leak. You can tell by the light that reflects in your eyes. So look here, please.
Are you taking this place away from us?
No, we are ensuring that this place continues to exist by keeping it off of the timeline.
What?
Can I just flash him?
What? You can
In their confusion,
roll
I try and
something
flash
that
them.
you can convince me works to try and flash them. So this seems like athletics, maybe.
Yes, I'll roll athletics. In their confusion, I quickly shoot out my hand and flash him in the face. Okay, that's a +6.
Yeah, you succeed.
Thank God.
The last guests of Haven
Echle.
slowly blink,
Good job.
get up, and walk out.
Okay, good.
You are left alone in the bar with the incredibly ordinary man you've named Frank.
All right, Frank. Everyone's gone. Now, we need to figure out exactly where the spacesuit is, right? Like, that's the deal, the time suit. So,
Oh,
I'm going to
my
go
dear
check behind the bar.
my dear friend, you don't have to worry at all. I have very specific charges which will seek out any technology that does not belong in 1875 and entirely disintegrate it.
So I pull out my Motorola V3688 flip phone, and I look down at it, and I say, "You served me well, old girl," and then I snap it in half.
Oh my god!
You could have just left the building before I set off the charges.
No, I'm good. I'm good, mate. Go for it. I really needed an upgrade. I'm like,
You need to leave anyway because your comms will disintegrate.
Isn't my comms a slug, or is that that's my
No, that's the
translator?
translator.
Right.
So not leaving?
Yeah, mate, go for it.
As you wish. He walks out of the building,
Oh,
and then he triggers something in his palm,
I guess we should have followed him.
and all of a sudden, the entire building bursts into flame.
Oh shit!
That escalated quickly.
I would like you both to roll athletics for me to see how well you can avoid these flames.
Okay, +4.
-1.
Wow, are we gonna have to roll a new character here?
Can I roll physique to pick up Van Helsing?
No,
Like
it's
a
fine.
football.
The flames are very bright, but they don't seem to do very much damage.
Oh, like magnesium flares. Whoosh, and then they're gone.
So, Van Helsing, you are going to take 2 points of physical stress as these flames coruscate over you, dealing some minor damage, but mostly zapping your comms. And you start feeling dust just pour out of your ear where your comm was. Zoo, you're going to take 1 point of damage from the same. And by damage, I mean stress. Now, were either of you wearing clothes that dated from a period other than 1875?
Are we naked?
Van Helsing should be fine, right?
Are we
Van
actually?
Helsing should be fine.
So am I actually flashing everyone now? Just Van Helsing?
I have to
This
say,
is not the first time.
I have adopted some more modern underwear than what was available in my own time. Micromodal boxer briefs.
Okay.
So,
So Van Helsing is going commando, and I am going the full Monty.
any zippers, any polyester, anything like that, also gone.
Okay.
So if you're wearing 100% cotton with buttons,
You're totally fine.
Okay. In that case, my shirt stays on because it was a white button-up. It's a cotton.
You could be wearing cotton
Sure.
briefs.
Let's
Your
for the
brief-
sake of
most
the-
briefs have
for the sake
polyester.
of for the sake of the
Maybe
ratings.
he has sensitive skin.
For the sake of not being demonetized.
Yeah, or made explicit. Maybe I'm wearing cotton undies,
Fantastic.
but my shorts definitely.
Your shorts
You
definitely
picked them
do.
up in a flight over Egypt one day.
And all of the snacks you had in your pocket.
Yep, gone.
Remind me what sort of shoes you had on.
Yeah, just boots, lace-up boots with like metal eyelets and stuff. So probably the boots are also gone.
Yeah, your boots are rendered, let's say, non-functional.
Yeah, they just like fall off my feet in pieces as I step
Why did we decide to do this?
for fun. It's okay. We're just gonna walk barefoot out of here with me in a white shirt and undies, and you just going commando.
And it's also worth noting the memory modification devices you were holding have also turned into dust.
it! Ah. Okay. At least Effie has the blueprints.
As the fire begins to bank, you see that actual normal flames are starting to sprout up around the room, especially where light fixtures were and other places that held more technology. The bar itself is smoldering, about to catch. And Frank looks at you pointedly. Well, I hope you enjoyed that sensation. I suggest now you leave. We do need the building to burn.
This is actually kind of sad.
The charges are not meant to damage organic matter. However, you were quite immersed in technology.
Good thing I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Dr. Van Helsing, I do have particular interest in you, sir. If you would care to accompany me, I'm sure I could show you wonders of which you even now cannot comprehend.
Are we about to lose you?
I mean, I'm a man of science. I would like to see these wonders. So, my good Frank, I would love to come with you. And,
I'll come too.
Follow him out the room.
All right. He leads you out into the street. He looks at the gathered crowd who are all viewing the ruins of the bar, pulls out a memory modification device, and casually sweeps it around, and then walks the opposite direction of Beth out into the night. All right. Shar, Effie, Sir Knight, you are escorting Amber back through the street. So if we're like going to take you home, you kind of have to tell us like what year you're from, you know, kind of what area, what country, what city, or maybe village. I don't really know what things were like in your time, but we really want to just, you know, help you out. We're saviors, really. We're influencers, but also saviors.
Amber, hey, can I have like a quick conversation with you over here, please?
Oh, Sir Knight, do you know what year it was?
Amber, please. This is really urgent.
Okay. You hold that thought. I'll be right back. What's up, Shar? What's going on?
Hey, Amber, don't you think that your word choice was just like, not great?
I don't know what you mean.
I just think that you should be a little bit more careful with the way that we're branding this, because we don't want anyone to get the wrong idea about us, because we're not trying to do this for any accolades. And also, we don't want to, we just don't want to cross those lines. Okay. This is like a behind the scenes operation.
Oh my gosh, Shar, you're like so smart. I really appreciate having you on board. You are so savvy. I absolutely love it. So what do we need to call ourselves?
Hey, Effie?
Yeah.
Did you ever take like a marketing class or anything on branding? I really want to run some ideas by you.
No, sorry, but I could teach you to walk on a tightrope.
Amber, we could be the tightrope walkers. Just an idea, throwing it out there.
Ooh, what sort of tightrope? Like, is this a metaphorical tightrope or is this like an actual tightrope? Or maybe both?
It'd be like we're walking the tightrope of time. Yeah. We'll workshop it a little bit, but for now, I would probably just tell this knight that we're just citizens trying to do our best.
Now, Sir Knight, we are just citizens and we are here to help you get back to your normal time. So tell us, are you from like the 1400s or the 1500s?
I am from 1953, from the city of New York.
Shar tilts her head.
He's from 1593 in the city of York.
Amber, have you thought about getting hearing aids? Because that's not what he said.
What he said didn't make sense, and I didn't want to like. What he said didn't make sense. I didn't want to like embarrass him if he was like speaking dyslexic or something.
I don't think he's speaking dyslexic. Hey, Sir Knight, the Lone Knight.
Yes.
How are you doing? Are you doing okay?
This feels
I
like a
don't
question
want to
Shar
go
asks
home.
A lot.
You don't want to go home?
No.
He must have learned about indoor plumbing while he was here.
Do you want to sit down
I
for
know
a
about
second,
toilets.
buddy? Yeah. Do you want to sit down for a second?
Look, Knight, dude, if you don't know where you're from, just tell us. I'm sure Beth can figure it out. There's no reason to
Effie,
be embarrassed.
Could you, I don't know, make a cupcake or something? Is that something that you could do?
That is something I can do.
Roll resources because life is a joke and nothing means anything.
So, Sir Lone Knight, if you just want to take a quick seat, I'd love to talk to you about why you don't want to go home.
I got it too.
That's enough for a cupcake, but it's not a very good cupcake.
Yeah,
I love
it's
how
one of the-
defeated you sound. Yes,
Is
you
it one
have
of the
your
ones that
cupcake.
you put in the oven that's just a light bulb?
An easy bake?
No, it's just it's a grocery store cupcake. It's just boring. It just sucks.
Cupcake.
It's not even as interesting as an easy bake cupcake where it's like gross but has some personality and was probably made by a 4-year-old. It's just the boring mass-produced cupcake made by a 17-year-old who would rather be anywhere but what they're at right now.
Here you go. Here's the cupcake. Try not to get the frosting on your arm, or I'm pretty sure it would make it rusty.
Shar takes the cupcake from Effie and she puts it in front of Sir Knight and is like, I feel like, from the moment that I met you, I feel like you've kind of had weird vibes, I'll be honest. And I wasn't really keen on really getting to be around those vibes or anything. I was fine when you were not there. But now when you're like, I don't want to return bedtime, I'm kind of really confused because I'll be honest, if I didn't have the greater good that I was thinking about, I honestly would really like to return to my time. Are you okay? Here, have a cupcake.
I thank thee for this cupcake. It is very colorful. Do thee think that I should return to my time?
Well, is there something in your time that you don't want to confront? Do you have some big issue going on? Are there issues at home?
Probably the Black Plague.
In 1953, I don't really think that the plague is a thing, Amber.
I don't think he's from 1953.
I do.
That doesn't
think
make
that
any
he might
sense.
be.
Even though I have been confused most of this time and trying to figure out if they are all communists or not, this has been
he's
the
from
greatest adventure.
1953.
This has been the greatest adventure of my life.
You saw
I
a
don't want it
man's
to
head
end.
blown off. Are you okay?
I already cried off screen.
Oh no,
You
this
know-
is such a moral conundrum.
You know, buddy old night, sir. I guess I could, like, talk to...
Maybe I should return to my time.
So, I guess we should probably just hurry to the ship and clean you off. I don't know, I'm just trying to be helpful.
I appreciate thy, and thou help. I guess we should get back to the ship. This day is getting weirder and weirder.
As you walk to the ship, Amber pulls you back, Sharon. It's like, I can actually just tell him to go back and then he'll be totally okay with it.
No, you know what? I think that we should, reserve that for emergencies. And it just seems like he's just having a little bit of a hard time. So I think it might be better if we use our words for just, conversation instead of for influencing right now.
I don't really understand what you mean, but I'm going to go with it for now.
Okay, thanks, Amber. You're the best. Besties
No,
for
you're
life.
the best. Mm-hmm. All right. On the other side of town, Frank leads you to a totally ordinary house on the street and opens the door. You see a slight shimmer as you walk through the door, and all three of you end up in a strange futuristic room full of metal and panels not unlike what you see on Beth, but there's also very nice leather chairs, a few paintings. One of them, it looks like, is an original Leonardo da Vinci, and a tasteful bar in the corner. Yes, welcome to my vessel.
Wow, I couldn't even tell it was here.
Is this how Beth's system is supposed to work?
Yes, this is
smooth.
this is the newest generation of Beth-type time ships. It is top of the line.
Greetings, I am Beth. They got rid of the personality. It was part of the malfunctions.
Now, doctors, we have a full lab just this way. Dr. Van Helsing, especially you, I would like an examination done, since you, by all rights, should not exist.
I mean, that's a little harsh.
It's not a judgment of worth.
He doesn't contribute a lot, but... all right.
Surely you, Dr. Zuman, have read the book Dracula?
Yeah. I've been meaning to ask about that for the last sort of year or so, but it never really came up.
Yes, you see, Dr. Van Helsing, you are, in our plane of existence, a fictional character.
I have also read this book. I have met the author of this book.
And you did not find it unusual, or perhaps even autobiographical?
Well, so far, my own timeline has not taken me past any events that you would call supernatural. However, it was pretty accurate to the point where I left the book and came here.
And you had no curiosity about this?
No. There is a great curiosity within me. This is something that I have not had the full time to consider.
Now, please follow me, and perhaps together we may find some answers.
I do, but as I go, I make sure that my pistols are near the top of my medical bag.
All right. You make sure your pistols are near the top of your medical bag. They are. He does not seem to notice or care as he leads you deeper into Beth. You emerge in a shining room that is full of all sorts of contraptions which seem perhaps vaguely medical in nature.
Which one of these does the blood transfusions?
You'll see we have a blood synthesizer here, and it attaches right here, runs through these subcutaneous injectors, so there is even no need for the needle.
I could spend months, no, years in this room. There's much to learn.
Yen, should you choose to accompany me, Doctor, these are but the beginning of the marvels which you shall be accustomed to.
Logan, why do you keep trying to break up our
Nathan
group
just
here?
looked
Are
at
you
me with
saying
the
I
most
can escape
evil...
the plot forever?
Do you have any spare pants that I can wear?
Yes. Beth, please manufacture appropriate pants fitting this man's build and attire and deliver them to the medical bay.
They are already delivered.
A panel slides out of the wall, and on it is a set of board shorts.
I can predict your every need.
What?
Wow,
Oh my
Suman.
gosh.
This Beth did not even try to hurt you with the pants or anything.
I put on the board shorts and I like do a little
In the
half
pocket
twist.
is some Kit Kats.
I'm like, oh my gosh. There's so many pockets.
Another panel slides out, and there is a replacement for your boots.
Oh, I didn't even have to ask. That's wow. Just
A
wow.
third panel slides out, and there's a man thong on it.
I don't think that one's for me.
No, I certainly do not wear any kind of underclothing like that.
3 more pop out of the wall.
My nose starts to grow.
Do you sneak them into your pocket for later?
Yeah, I act like I push them on the floor, but then I quickly bend down and pick them up and put them in the middle.
Do you bend and snap?
Frank, please show me what it is that you wanted to test. I am curious to know of my mortality.
Since we are allies, you may call me Mr. White. It is the name by which I am known.
Mr. White.
Indeed.
Is it alright if I
Noted.
stick to Frank?
You will forget the name Frank next time you leave my presence. The name Mr. White will remain with you. I have no particular preference for a name, so you may continue to call me Frank as long as you can remember it.
Thanks, Frank. And I pull out a pen that was in these cargo shorts, and I write, Mr. White equals Frank on my head. I'm going to memento this. Okay.
Yeah, you got it out of the new pants. It's fine. Okay. Please sit upon this chair, Dr. Helsing. I will conduct a brief scan.
I sit on the chair in the normal way.
You sit on the chair, and thanks for specifying.
What is the abnormal way that you would sit on the chair?
There's lots of ways you can sit on a chair.
Some of them are illegal in most states. Anyway, Mr. White pulls down a light from the ceiling. If you're familiar with going to the dentist and have them shine a strange concave light in
Yeah,
your
dear
face.
God, this sounds terrifying.
Looks a lot like that. He runs it over you, and you feel a light tingle. Then, on one of the walls, the panels slide back to reveal full screens of information.
He's going to probe you.
You're both welcome to roll interpreting strange screens.
All right.
Man, I
is
cannot
that
roll.
going to be lore?
Lore will work.
Okay, in that case, I have a +3 to lore.
I have a +2 after my -1 roll.
All right. Van Helsing, this is vaguely foreign to you. You can see bits and pieces of diagrams that you might have understood at one point, but you can't call to mind.
Does it make more sense to me than Char's Facebook page?
Yes. Dr. Zoomin, you recognize some of these diagrams, some of these images from your molecular biology texts that you studied as part of your schooling. And while you can't identify anything strange on the screen, you do notice that there are something that look an awful lot like radiation graphs that have spiked unusually high.
You're super hot, Doc.
Almost correct. These are sort of like a sort of radiation, but it is more related to quantum flux.
You're fluxing.
Indeed. His molecules, his very atoms, are vibrating in a way that is foreign to our universe. Tell me,
Beth really went off the rails when she went and got you.
how were you acquired?
I was in my studying a strange case of a young woman who had a curious blood disease. I thought that I had found the answer to what had ailed her, and then a man who looked like, well, a person who looked like no persons that I had ever known appeared and took me away in a vessel not too dissimilar from this.
Beth, is it possible to travel to alternate universes or parallel dimensions?
Calculating. It is not in my programming.
Your vessel may have untapped, perhaps even dangerous potential. This certainly raises the value of your outdated Beth model.
Damn right it does.
Yeah, that Beth's an overachiever.
I apologize for my inadequacies.
I know you have no feelings, Beth, but it is appreciated.
I cannot feel gratitude.
I am perhaps a little bit soft on this machine, to be honest with you, doctors.
Yes, we too have become rather fond of our Beth. She is a miraculous machine, but something more.
Do you think perhaps I may be introduced to your Beth?
It would be nice to have a friend in emotionless times.
I mean, yeah, I guess. We've had a couple visitors today, so why not, right?
I am not sure that I am in a place to be thinking clearly about such things. I have just been told that I am perhaps not from the same reality, or perhaps that I am less than the rest of you somehow.
It is unclear to me, Doctor, whether you are plucked from a realm of fantasy, somehow accessed by a malfunctioning Beth, or if you are indeed from an alternate universe where the events of your book took place and they were merely tapped into by the author using perhaps some version of the collective unconscious. But either way, you are a curiosity and a unique specimen worthy of study.
I will need some time alone with my journal.
You may make use of my vessel. I have adequate quarters for guests.
Thank you, Mr. White.
I would like each of you to roll notice for me, please.
I can't roll. That's 0.
I also got a 0.
Yeah. Okay.
So whatever it is, we don't know this.
No, you don't. You notice Mr. White tapping surreptitiously on one of the panels, but you don't know what he's doing.
Okay.
Are you going to avail yourself of the quarters, Dr. Van Helsing?
Yeah, I would like to find a place where I can sit down and gather my thoughts.
A trail of light emerges on the floor at your feet, and you follow it into a well-appointed study full of books and old wooden furniture with a comfy armchair. Dr. Zuman, would you also care to make use of the facilities while I research this phenomenon?
Yeah. Where's your laser toilet?
Beth will point the way.
I go to the laser toilet.
You go to the laser toilet. And, gosh dang it. And we cut scene. We cut scene 15 seconds ago.
Hey fam, sorry to interrupt these jaunts through the timeline with something as boring as ads, but here are a few words from our sponsors. A woman in a flowing white gown perches on a cliff overlooking a sea of white waves. Long strands of her dress sail around her, reaching for the sunset. The sensual breeze steals the colors off the horizon, turning them into crimson, cara, and gold flower petals that swirl around her, caressing her smooth face. She opens her eyes, breaking the fourth wall with her glamorous pout. Sketless, she simpers. Smell the sunset. Be the sunset. A dainty dark red glass bottle floats into view before her, and she takes it in her long, manicured fingers, pulling it close to her cheek. Sketless, she whispers as the letters form from her breath. The screen fades to black.
Hello, this is Nathan from the Fantasy Adventure Machine podcast. I sure hope that you have enjoyed this episode of The Fam. If you are enjoying this podcast, please share it with your friends. It would mean the world to us. Bye.
Hey, are any of you with Dr. Van Helsing or Dr. Zuman?
New phone, who dis?
Hey, Chaos. No, we're not.
I literally just lost contact with them.
What? If they took out their comms again, I'm gonna lose my mind.
I do love the idea that Dr. Zuna and I will like take off our comms and go
Regularly.
have a fun
frolic
time.
and have fun times together.
Yeah.
Chaos, can you pinpoint their last location for me and then text me a map?
It was just at the Haven.
Weren't they with that boring guy?
Yeah, you're having a hard time remembering that they were there with anyone, actually.
So, hold on. So, to the rest of the crew, we went to a gay bar and turned off our comms together? Is that...
Yeah.
That is now what's coming to mind.
I'm going on the record and saying that kind of thing is not unusual.
Effie, do you think that you could go check up on them? I can't leave Amber alone with the night because, like, you know, it's our ship and everything.
That makes sense. Well, if you're sure that you want to be alone with Amber in the night, then I guess I can go and find out where they went.
All right, we're on the ship now.
Okay.
I'm at the fire.
Oh my gosh, I've never actually seen something like this. It looks like Buck Rogers meets
while this is happening,
an Apple store.
Hey, Chaos. So, this night, he needs to go back to 1953.
All right, everybody strap in. I guess we're going to 1953. And Mr. Knight, come with me. We'll talk while we are in transit.
Shar sends an email to Chaos and she CCs Beth on it. And it just says, hey, we can't actually go to 1953 because we're really just trying to actually put Amber back in time. So we need to actually go to 2018.
All right. Chaos looks at his gauntlet, looks up, looks at his gauntlet, looks up, looks at Amber. And then it's like, I'm putting in the coordinates for 1953. The ship shudders to a halt, and on the panels, which Amber is not currently looking at, you can see the skyline of 2018.
Oh my god, Amber, let's get out the door, let's get out the door, let's get out the door. I just saw something on the screens that was like really, really cool. Here, but you can't look at them yet because it's gonna be a surprise.
Okay, I feel like we need to roll one check for this. I feel like it has to be deceive. So here we go.
Okay,
What do
I
we
have
get?
a +5.
Okay.
Can Chaos help me at all?
He's not going to help here, but it's all right.
That's okay.
Sir Knight, are you going to follow the women out of the ship?
I am going to hesitate and kind of go reluctantly at this point.
Okay. Shar, I assume you are rushing to escort Amber off the ship?
Yes.
You get outside, and instantly, Amber turns around and looks at you. Shar, I just realized I left my chrono suit at Haven.
Oh my god, no, Amber, that's terrible. And Shar is like taking steps back towards the ship.
I've decided I don't want to go back to 1953. I want to go on adventures through time.
Mr. Knight, because this isn't 1953, is it, Shar?
Oh, so I can go on more adventures.
Shar, like, pulls the knight back to the ship as quick as she can, and she's shouting at Chaos, lock the door, lock the door, lock the door, behind me, behind me, behind me!
Come here, Sir Knight. Please roll will for me.
Roll good, Dan, roll good.
That is a 2.
Nope.
Okay.
Good as a 3, Dan. Good as a 3.
it was fair.
You are compelled to approach Amber.
Shar is holding on to his arm.
You can have a opposed physique roll to see who wins this tug of war.
Shit. I rolled up 2 for physique.
I rolled a 4.
Great.
Okay.
It was great.
You are, Shar, you are dragged
Shar
to
pulls
Amber.
her phone out and tries to taser the knight.
Straight fate roll up and down.
Wait, has she tried this yet? I can't remember.
I rolled a 2. I rolled a 2. I taser him. I taser him.
Crap, I'm in metal. I am encased in metal.
Oh no!
+6 to her roll.
Okay.
She takes her phone out, and as she is like going to taser him, she's like, "I'm so sorry, Sir Knight. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry."
We're just going to fill out whatever your smallest consequence is with unconscious.
That is my severe consequence.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Describe what happens when you fall unconscious.
So I feel the electricity go through me, and it's a bit too much for my wary mind to handle. And it overpowers me, and I fall to the ground. And all of a sudden you hear, and in place of where the knight was, there is now a small boy.
Oh,
my
you
gosh!
just tased a child.
Shar, okay, so Shar doesn't really notice at first because she tasers him and then immediately starts to drag him towards the ship as fast as possible. And suddenly Char, like, 10 times lighter, and she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so strong, I'm so strong, I'm so strong. And she's like almost to the ship, and she looks down and she's like, what the fuck?
Oh my gosh, are you abducting children now?
No! Char continues to try and pull him into the ship and is just like, I'll figure it out later. Chaos! Emergency!
The door starts to swing closed, and Amber just looks disappointed. She's like, you could have just told me that you weren't interested in a collab. I would have appreciated that.
I'll text you, okay? I'll text you. It's all good. We'll, like, collab later. It's fine.
And the door swings shut, and Amber does not pursue you. So, holy cow, where'd the boy come from?
Chaos, get us back to 1875
What'd you
right
do
now.
with the knight?
Right now.
Where's the
1875.
knight?
This is not my fault. This is not my fault. I just tased him, okay?
As you're dragging me across the floor, a baseball bat falls from my loose fingers and skitters across the floor, rolling into the corner.
Did you beat him unconscious with a baseball bat?
No, I did not. I tased him with my phone that
You were gone for
modified.
2 seconds.
You modified this.
2 seconds.
It's really your
You were
fault,
gone
Chaos.
for 2 seconds.
It is really your fault.
2 seconds, and you abducted a child.
I just want to go home.
Listen, we're gonna go. We're gonna go. We'll deal with the police later. I can't go back to juvie.
Neither can I, Chaos. Neither can I.
And there is a pop as Beth vanishes and returns to the normally scheduled plot.
Look, Chaos, I just want to go on record that, like, this was the night. This was literally the night, and then he became a child, and I don't know how he did that, and it's really upsetting and disturbing, and also, why does he have adorable red hair? And second...
Don't say pretty things about the child you abducted.
I'm sorry, okay? I just admire beautiful hair, Chaos, when I have to look at yours all the time. Second of all, I do feel really bad because Amber made a really sad face. And I know that I had said that I wanted to do what she wants, but I felt like she was just taking it to this extreme and wasn't being discreet enough. And, like, I mean, she was going to post a video of me and Effie online.
Okay, let's get back to the others, and let's get them out of the gay bar, and then we can figure out what to do from there.
Yeah, okay.
Effie,
Yes.
you arrive at what was Haven. Well, it was the Haven. Now it is a bonfire. Outside, there are firefighters in primitive firefighting wagons, but they're only dousing the buildings on either side. They are not attempting to put out the fire on the Haven.
Because I can't see it.
I mean, you're welcome to engage with the scene, but that is what you can see.
Okay, can I sense where my compadres have gone?
You can roll investigate.
Do some tracking like Aragorn. Their hands were bound.
Yeah.
Their bonds were cut.
Investigate.
A horse
I rolled
stamped.
3.
Okay, there are so many footprints here. Like, a bunch of people have left in the immediate past.
I thought I might be able to, like, smell them.
You cannot smell them,
Okay.
but thank you for asking. You sense absolutely no traces of technology that would be useful.
Can I follow the non-traces of technology?
You do see one set of bare feet walking away
Oh, this must
among
be
all
zooming.
the other tracks.
Yeah, they're big too, like size 12 and a half.
He likes to go barefoot. Such an Australian trait. And I follow the barefoot print direction.
All right. Inside Mr. White's Beth, a proximity alarm goes off. I'm sorry to interrupt your studies, my friends. There appears to be a cyborg assassin approaching us. It may or may not
that's
be
Effie.
your friend Effie. We'll have to wait for visual confirmation. There are a number of cyborg assassins who hunt down individuals such as yourselves.
Wow, Effie has a family.
Indeed. Do you believe that Miss Effie would be interested in also coming aboard with us?
What do you reckon, Doc?
I don't see why not. You have not done anything that would make Effie feel vengeful or angry, right? She does have a bit of a personality on her.
It's strictly speaking not me I'm concerned about. If she's been triggered, she could be here to kill either one of you.
Effie's fine. She only ever really wants to kill chaos.
Indeed.
How did this baseless rumor become started?
I don't
it
know,
happened
but
like
it's
3
now
times.
100% lore.
Effie, as you approach, a door swings open. Inside, you can see a Beth.
Oh, good. This isn't ominous. And I go in.
All right. Miss Effie Derringer, I presume.
Oh, hello, Mr. Boring. I'm here to get those two. Why did you go off comms? Chaos is very concerned.
Well, you see, Effie, love, I lost my pants and also comms.
You need to
Again.
stop making up these stories.
No,
No,
these are new pants with new
No.
Kit Kats. I really lost my pants.
No one is surprised.
It is true, Effie, and it had nothing to do with the fact that we were in that gay bar.
I mean, it had a little bit to do with that, Doc. I mean, you know.
There was this crazy
What?
targeted explosion that only destroyed his pants, my underwear, and our comms.
Oh, so your pants and underwear and comms set that building on fire back there, huh?
They're big pants.
Actually, it was the boring man who did it, and he said we would have to help him or all the people in the building would die.
Did the people in the building die, Doc?
No, we got them to safety.
Sounds like it turned out fine then. Say goodbye to your new friend and let's go get you some new comms. I wonder how Chaos will make you pay for this incident.
So, the last wrinkle is to make sure the Page Act passes as intended or does
forgot
not
about that.
pass at all. You are welcome to make use of my ship's quarters for your nightly rest, and tomorrow we may engage upon Mr. Page to repair history.
I think that it would be better for me if I could go back to my own quarters and rest for the night. And then, Mr. White, if you would like to help us tomorrow, we would be glad of your help, I hope.
As you wish. I will not detain you further.
We can meet you at the round robin tomorrow at like 9. Maybe 9:30. It's pretty late.
All right. You decide to make your way back towards your own Beth. I would be quite interested in accompanying you to your Beth that has been able to procure such interesting individuals.
I think that it would be okay if you came on to Beth. However, you will need to leave all of your scary futuristic devices here at your own Beth, just in case. We don't know you that well.
Dear sir, do you really believe that it would be wise for me to accompany you of unknown alliance without any of my own equipment?
I mean, we literally came butt naked to your place. Like, we didn't have any equipment, and we didn't know what you were like, so I feel like this is just return the favor, mate.
Dr. Zuman, I do trust that you will recall you are your own equipment.
That's true, that's true.
No, that's me.
I do believe that the book, Dracula, is a glowing review of my character.
Sensitive nostrils.
I would trust Dr. Van Helsing to the ends of the earth.
Certainly, sir, your reliability is beyond reproach. However, the actions of your colleagues throughout time and space have been, shall we say, checkered.
Yeah, that's true.
He's got a point there. Look, how about you can bring... All right. You can bring one weapon.
I find this to be acceptable.
Excellent. Good. And then I pull a very, very small, very, very shiny gun off the shelf. And on the side, it has like Cricket Mach 3. And I hand it to him. This one seems good.
He actually pulls a knife with a pearl handle out of his jacket and presents it for your inspection.
I take it from him and I look it around and I say, "Nah, that's a knife." And I hand it back to him.
Indeed. All right. You proceed through the dark night of Washington, D.C., back to where you remember Beth having last appeared. However, when you get there, your Beth is not there.
Oh no.
However, looking 20 feet to the left, you see a statue of Richard Nixon.
Hey Beth, is that you in the super controversial president?
You don't
Beth
have
would love to
comms.
answer you, but you don't have comms.
I'm just yelling at the statue. It's not even I'm looking the statue in the eyes, assuming Beth can see me because I'm looking in the statue's eyes. That's, I assume, where her cameras are.
As you approach, a small crawl space swings open in the plaque of the pedestal.
How small are we talking? Because I'm 6'2" and 285. So
It's about 2 feet square.
Is 6'2" how tall you are in real life?
Yes.
I'm just curious.
Hang on, before you try to fit yourself in that little space, friend Suman, I'm thinking this could be any Beth. How do we know that this is our Beth?
Doritos come flying out of the crawl space.
Well, there's that. And also, I was assuming that most Beths are competent, like Frank's. And ours is dressed as Nixon. So I get on all fours and crawl through the box. But now that I'm through, it becomes a full-size door.
Sure. I like it, so yes. You crawl through, you kick your legs in the air, you have to go army style, and then everyone else gets to walk through. As you emerge inside Beth's control room, you see Shar on the floor with the head of a small boy cradled in her lap.
That made it sound like he was decapitated.
Head only?
Attached to
Oh,
his
man.
little body.
I don't even know how I'm going to react to this.
Shar, are you sure that a spaceship is a good place for a young child?
No,
Also,
but,
where did you get him?
I tased him.
Shah! We've
it was an
talked about
accident.
this.
I didn't mean to. He's just wearing a lot of metal, and when the taser touched the metal, guys, I don't know what to do with the child. I'm too young
that's
for this.
Evident, but what is the? What do you mean metal? Where's
We
the
have a
knife
bad
guy?
track record of children in armor. It's really not gone well for us so far.
Yeah, that's
No,
accurate.
it's been bad.
Mr. White, this is what you were talking about when you were talking about my colleagues' actions throughout time and space being less than savory, isn't it?
The phrase was checkered.
Checkered.
Yes. Thanks so much for listening to another episode. Now, if you've got time on Saturday, Aunt Susan has her first pole dancing recital, and she'd love to see you all there.